Special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are going to be once again returning to r/wholesome memes, because I feel like we could all do with some wholesome memes right now. And also, I'm still recovering from COVID, and I don't want to do any subreddits that might involve shouting. I just don't want to do that to my voice and throat right now. So, wholesome memes. Very quickly before we begin, I just wanted to mention that, as always, I will be live on Thursday, so come check that stream out. That's 7 PM UK time, or the next day, Friday, I will upload it to Blue the Nerd Live, my YouTube channel, so you can always catch the VODs there. Right, let's get into the subreddit, shall we? This one is just me and Leo, but instead of a Doge, it is Artemis. Yeah, that is just pretty accurate. Artemis right now is in fact asleep on her sunbed. I'll put a picture here. She has a little bed that we've put in front of the window, and it looks like a sun, and she gets a nice amount of sunlight there when it's sunny, and that's where she is right now. Started karate today. I stood next to a 5-year-old girl on her first day. We learned the same steps and the dojo-kun closing. I am 10 times her size. Seen horrors in my years I hope she will never even imagine. In that moment, we were equal. Never felt such a gracious humility before. Hell yeah. I love this. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, one, if you're an adult, you can go and do things that you didn't get to do as a kid. You can go do things you want to do. You want to learn karate? Go learn karate. You know, that's great. But also, yeah, when you're like learning something alongside someone else, you are equal to that person. When you are both learning the same thing, you're at the same stage of development in that thing, you're equal with them. This man equal with a 5-year-old girl, and he respects that, and he respects her, and that's just great. That's just great. Seems like a really nice guy. After watching customers pay to buy cookies from a store, a dog in Colombia started bringing a leaf in his mouth and presenting it to the store attendant. The staff decided to play along, and now the dog comes to buy cookies every day. Well, I mean, yeah, that's legal tender. You got to accept that. We had that previously in a video before, where a girl came up to an ice cream van with some money and a leaf, and the person in the ice cream van said, "That'll be 1 leaf, please," and the child said no. And like, again, they were trying to scam that child out of a leaf. I'm honestly like, these people are scamming this dog out of this leaf for these cookies. Like, goddamn. But those leaves are worth more, and that dog doesn't even realize. Got any fatherly advice for me? Once they hit adulthood, men rarely get positive reinforcement. So if you see a random guy wearing a shirt you like, tell him you like his shirt. If a friend is having a rough time, give him a hug. Those small moments of positive reinforcement will carry men great distances, and they will never forget them. Honestly, yes. Men need just a little bit more care. You know, just a little bit less like, you're a man, you can deal with it, and a bit more, you're a man and you're dealing with it, but like, you can feel good about that, you know? Do you know what I mean? The job I recently started, I work at the same aquarium as Leo, but I'm front of house, so I do a lot of interactions with customers, talking to them about the animals, that kind of thing. And honestly, like, complimenting people, making them feel smart, telling people that you like their shirt or a pair of shoes they have, or things like that, like, changes people's day, you know? And being the person that does that, and kind of being my job to do that, I have seen a difference in like someone just coming to the aquarium and being like, "Oh, cool fish," and someone coming to the aquarium and being like, "Oh man, this person has made me actually excited about these fish and excited about like things." I don't know. The sun just came out as I was talking. It's gonna be doing that today, isn't it? My sister had her first son today. I caught a rare moment between two fathers. Yeah, this perfectly captures it, to be honest. You've got the new dad looking at his newborn child, and the old dad looking at his old child, who has just brought his grandchild into the world. And that is just a moment to behold. That is just a moment. And that's really nice. That's really wonderful. Shows that they both care, you know? Dating a blind girl. All of her friends are blind. Love that she holds my arm when we're out. Love that she eventually got used to my apartment and can now navigate around by herself. Love that her guide dog is super friendly and is always on the job to help her. Love that her family sees me as a great person because her being blind doesn't bother me. Love that she doesn't use the internet because it's too much hassle. Love that she requests I read new books for her in my voice and record them so she has her own boyfriend audiobook library. Yeah, that's really wholesome. That's really sweet. I love that. This is a rare win for a 4chan post, you know? There's is really nice. That's a cute one. It's cute. I love the idea of like recording an audiobook library for your partner who can't physically read. Well, I mean, obviously she can read Braille, but like, you get what I mean, right? Disturb her nap. Let my arm necrose. Me on a very successful date so far. Honestly, so you can get these pillows, right, that have like an arch you can put your arm under, and then when your partner falls asleep, the pillow provides enough support that you can remove your arm, and I really need to get one of those. I really need one. They seem like a great idea. That one homie waiting for you to tie your shoes while the rest of the squad keeps on walking. And honestly, shout out to that homie. Always the realist homie. We respect you. We appreciate you. You the best. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep doing it. Wait for your homies while they're tying their shoes. Do it.
Dad, there's an ugly monster under my bed.
Timmy! That is not how I raised you. Come to me, Mr. Spider Creature. You are the only monster in here.
I'm not ugly.
You gotta respect all creatures, okay? No one is ugly in this world. You gotta be nice to everyone. The only thing that is ugly is how you act. And if you act in a beautiful manner, then you can never be ugly. Wise words from me. Glean from that what information you will. Brain, I didn't give it the letter. It's very important. Give me that stupid letter. Dear Santa, hello, haha, narf. This year, Santa, I ask for nothing, but I wish to tell you about my dear friend, the Brain. He's honest and very hardworking, and only wants what's best for the world. But he gets no reward. He's only greeted with defeat. He never gives up, but I know it must be very hard. So please, take anything that you had for me, and give it to my best friend in the whole world, the Brain. Love, Pinky. P.S. By any chance, do you have in that big old bag of yours the world? Man, there's something about old cartoons. I haven't watched many new cartoons, so they might hit this hard too. But there's something about a lot of old cartoons that just hit so hard. They had their moments. Pinky and the Brain was such a good show. It went so hard. I have so many fond memories of that show growing up and it just being on TV, watching reruns, you know? And like, just moments like this in cartoons, as a kid, I probably wouldn't have really noticed or understood. But as an adult, I'm like, man, what was it with kids' cartoons and being really weirdly emotionally complex? It's not like an old cartoon, but another good example is Adventure Time. That show breaches some like really deep and complicated subjects, you know? Like the whole thing with the Ice King is literally about a teenager trying to deal with a very close friend and father figure going through dementia. Like Marceline and the Ice King are immortal and they grew up together, or at least he was an adult when Marceline was a child. And she has had to watch over hundreds of years through both of their immortality as his brain just degrades and he stops being able to remember who she is and he just descends into this mindless insanity. And knowing that neither of them are going to die and that she will be watching this forever, that's a hard subject, and they were throwing that at children. Bonus points for Finn having such severe abandonment issues and trauma over his dad leaving him that when his dad leaves him a second time, he physically harms himself to the point of losing a limb to try and prevent his dad from leaving him again. He's unsuccessful, but like that's what he was willing to put himself through as a result of that. Like, these shows are deep. Kids shows are really, really deep, and they just threw like the deepest subjects at children and were like, deal with that. Another example is the Justice League cartoon with what was she called, Ace, I think, the psychic girl who Batman is told to go and kill her. Batman doesn't kill people, goes into her castle, and she's like, I know that you've been sent to kill me, but I also know that you're not going to because I'm already dying, because I can read your mind. And then she just asks Batman to sit with her until she dies, and then he just carries her body out. These were kids' cartoons, man. So anyway, I googled angry duck, and I'm really glad I did. Look at that angry little guy, that angry little fella. Oh, it's a classic because I love when something that's really cute is angry because you just can't take it seriously, you know? They're angry and you're just like, man, that's just too funny. I can't take that seriously. You're adorable. Teachers who genuinely love their job. All of humanity, yes, respects to the good teachers. You guys carry us on your shoulders. I never would have made it through secondary school if there wasn't like that one teacher, you know, that one teacher that gets you through. There's always the one good teacher that just like, it's the highlight of your week when you're in their classes, you know? Respect to those teachers. I am almost certain that they feel undervalued and underappreciated, and we genuinely do value and appreciate you. You are what makes school worth it. My son's teacher has banned me from decorating my son's bananas as they were causing too much of a ruckus in class, and honestly, knowing my art caused a class of 6-year-olds to riot is probably one of the best compliments I've ever received. I wish I took more photos before the ban. I absolutely love these. Look at those little guys. I can't believe a teacher would ban this. How do you ban something like this? That is a sin. That is a crime against humanity to look at these and ban them. Nah, this is an example of a bad teacher. Look at this photo of my rat after I gave him pasta. Look at that happy little guy. Look at that happy little chappy. That's a little happy boy right there. I love that. I genuinely love that. Look at him. He's so happy. He's having a great time. What a good little guy. What a little happy little fella. My dad is afraid to fly, so when I was 5 years old, I made him a doll to hold on the plane. My mom just sent me this picture. He is packed to come visit me. The doll is 43 years old. That's the fact that he remembers, he's still got it. Just yeah, that's so sweet. That's so wholesome. We love wholesome parent moments. Honestly, parents are great. Good parents are great. We appreciate good parents. They are basically making the next generation better. That's the whole thing. That's what they do, and we love them for that. This was captioned with just welcome to my favorite comic, and it's just welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. And it's just the art style and just the face, just that. It's so good. And the way he's like, I'ma fight this lovely face. He's like, ooh, such a lovely face. I will kill for that face. Oh, it's good. It's good. And the final post I've got for you today. My life is boring and repetitive. I must change something. Me after changing route to home and buying soda from a store I've never been in. And honestly, sometimes that's all it takes. It's the small changes, the small things to just make you realize like, man, life's not so bad. Life's actually, it's all right. It's all right. It's you know, I can get through this. I might be feeling a bit rough, but I can get through this. There's still good in the world. You know, it just takes that little change, that little bit of light. And that's where I'm going to end the video, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. Oh boy, my throat kind of hurts. Still got, I'm almost past COVID. I'm so nearly there, but there's just a little bit still remaining. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you would like to support me on Patreon, then I have a Patreon and YouTube members. You can do either of those things. By no means should you feel like you have to. I'm going to keep making content regardless, but it genuinely helps a lot more than you might realize. Special thank you to all of the wonderful, amazing people that do support me over on Patreon and my YouTube members. All of your names are on screen right now, and it genuinely makes such a huge difference. You guys cover like so much of the money I make on YouTube, and when YouTube fluctuates so heavily like it always does, it's like the most consistent part of making YouTube videos. So thank you to everybody that does support that. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.